Hey guys, as I promised, this is my video of my HK416, my personal system. This isn't going to be the same video like I made. It's not going to be the review of the gun itself, but the system, the gun, how I have it, the way I like it. What I don't like I took off, what I like I put on. I upgraded the internals a bit, put some externals on it, and this is the end product. This is how I want it. So starting with the internals of this gun, I have replaced the crappy cheap Chinese motor and put a new T1000 hammer motor. It's a high-speed motor. It's pretty cheap. Then I've exchanged the cheap piston head, the whole piston, with a Systema high-speed lightweight piston, and it works really good. The gun shoots really fast. And then because 420 FPS is too strong for Swiss rules, and because the spring was too strong, I had to exchange it. And at the moment the gun shoots 330 FPS. I will max it out to 365 FPS, so I have enough FPS and I can still shoot full automatic in Switzerland. So for the externals, let's start from behind. I am using the MOI stock. This isn't the CTR stock. It doesn't have the friction lock, and it doesn't have the QD sling swivel point. I sprayed it in my personal tan. It came in black because Flat Dark Earth was out of stock. Then I've also added a glow stick. I don't really need it so often, it's just for looks. Here's a rubber band and a bit fabric tape to hold in place. On the other side, I've got a small Allen key to open up the butt pad. The reason why I have to open it up is because in here I have my battery. I'm using a pretty thin lithium polymer battery, 11.1 volt with 1,200 milliamps. I have 3,000 milliamps lithium polymer batteries, but they're far too big and I couldn't really put them anywhere in my gun, so I prefer this one. And I have 3 of the batteries because it only has 1,200 milliamps of life, and I still have the 3,000 milliamps as a backup, and a battery pouch on here so I can carry my battery around. With the lithium polymer battery, high-speed motor, and the piston, this gun shoots pretty fast, as you can see. So moving up here, I have my 553 EoTech. This is only a replica from China because I don't have so much money. The protector I sprayed in my personal tan again. It works pretty good. I have another holographic sight that I use if I go CQV. Here I have my MOI grip. This is the version 1, not the version 2. The version 2 you can put this part off and put different ones on it, and this front part also. And this is just a standard one, just standard MOI grip. And then here I've got my Magpul Polymer Triggerguard. Why I choose the polymer one is first because it's cheaper. Second, it doesn't get used so much as aluminium because it doesn't really get scratched so badly. And third, because it's lighter. I know there's barely a difference, but still a bit cheaper anyway. I am using 75 rounds green labeled PMAGs. The reason why I don't use the normal 130 ones is first because I prefer to use low caps for better realism, and they feed better, and they were much cheaper. Because the green label ones come in a darker tan, as you can see here. It's a really dark earth, so I sprayed it in my personal tan again. In front, I've got my GMP Armor Defense rails. I have in total 6 rail pieces. That means I had to buy 2 4-pack rails. I still have 1.5 spare ones. And I've sprayed them all in my personal tan, except for these 2, because they are custom. I had to cut this little part up here, so I can fit the screw to hold the HK free floating rail system. Down here I've got my angled foregrip, AFG. Sadly it's broken here. The reason why is I had to open the screws to exchange this piece here. It goes between your fingers and I didn't like it. And this screw here, it just broke. It was inside, it broke, I couldn't get it open. So I had to take a screwdriver and break it open. And I managed to exchange a piece now, but at the moment it's just a small gap here. I'm gonna glue it with a super glue or something like that. It is my personal tan again. Then here I've got my Featherweight Featherweight 200mm silencer. It's extremely light. It looks pretty good because it's thin. I prefer thinner silencers, and it's pretty long. Plus there's a plus and minus, so I could use it on a pistol also if I want to. Just turn it around and screw it on. Then on this side, I've got my flashlight and my self-made mount. This is a cheap LED flashlight. Runs with 3 AAA batteries. It's not very strong. It's okay for CQB. For forest, it's not very good. That's why I'm going to get myself a 600 lumens 60-minute flashlight. And because on the 8th and 9th of May, there's going to be a big game in Switzerland, the biggest one in the year. And I will try to record it with my helmet camera, with a flip ultra on my helmet. I'll see how it works. And yeah, that was the review of my HK system. Thanks a lot for watching, and stay tuned. I'm going to make a lot of more videos. Thanks.